Hi, welcome to eMusic Presents Sound Minds, where we'll be discussing hot music topics of the day. I'm J. Edward Keyes, eMusic's editor-in-chief, and these are our panelists.
Hi, I'm Bill Paris from BrooklynVegan.com.
I'm Maud Deach, editor of Pure Volume.
Hi, I'm Amrit Singh. I'm the executive editor of StereoGum.com.
I'm Nicole Sia, editor of Idolater.com.
Well, at this point, it's officially safe to say that all the old rules in the music business are over. But the question that comes with that is, are artists being rushed to the mainstream too soon? Are they being pressured to blow up too fast? You only have to look at Lana Del Rey's performance on Saturday Night Live, for example, an example of an artist who was maybe rushed along before she was ready.
Poor Lana Del Rey. I mean, I think it's a bit of misinformation to say that she was scooped up too early, because she'd been on her grind for quite some time. That said, Saturday Night Live, that was a misstep. She was not ready. She was not prepared.
The main danger, I think, with artists in general breaking out right now is being rushed into anything. And major labels can be guilty of that, but so can blogs. I mean, I think back to 2005 or so and Clap Your Hands Say Yeah, 30 shows into their career, they're playing festival stages, and they weren't ready for that.
Or Black Kids.
Or Black Kids, totally. That was even faster. And with Lana Del Rey, it's like that was at a major label's behest, but it was the same idea. She wasn't really ready for the stage that Saturday Night Live provided her.
You know, we assume that when they first hear about an artist, it must mean that they haven't necessarily been working that long. And with Lana Del Rey, she's been writing songs for years and years as well. But then you have someone like Kreayshawn, who very much has not been around and was signed without a record and without really any recorded music besides Gucci Gucci and one video. And I feel like that's kind of the best example of when it doesn't necessarily work.
I think it depends. I don't know where she was supposed to go, but to be on a major label, should she take her time and, you know, work on that record and maybe every 6 months drop a new video or something? Yes, but she's where she should be, probably, I think.
Major labels tend to make mistakes in terms of rushing along the schedule, but they can also be incredibly powerful incubators for talent. When you think about a band like Paramore, who signed a 360 deal, which is to say the label will take a piece of everything that the band does, from tour and merch to the record sales, but they invested a lot of money in Paramore to make them into the thing that they became, which was 2 years sort of playing small shows off the radar before they debuted.
I think that's one idea that gets lost in a lot of the discussion about the vilification of the label system, both major and indie, is the fact that sometimes labels can be helpful. You always hear stories about labels blocking records or labels not putting things out, but when it does function as kind of an incubator, I agree, I think that's really important. You can really see growth.
I think a broader example of how a label can really do right by an artist is Adele. Like, she had her first album, she had, you know, Chasing Pavements, it was all right, and then boom, she works with Rick Rubin, he edits her. Wow, biggest album of ever. Talk about a way to like really explode an artist with just a little bit of help and handling. And she's gorgeous.
Absolutely. The amazing thing, too, about Adele was when they first announced that she had to have vocal surgery, I'm going to be honest, my initial thought was, well, there goes that. This is going to completely sandbag this train. The exact opposite happened. It ended up really building anticipation so that when she stepped on stage at the Grammys, you could feel the anticipation of how is she going to do. And of course, she was phenomenal. She was really, really great.
Blew everybody away.
It shows the power of restraint. You know, there was this moment of time where she had a sort of like, she was on lockdown, you know, and artists can probably learn a little something from that.
So there you have it. There is such a thing as too much too soon, and sometimes a little bit of patience is better than blowing up super fast. So thank you again to our panelists, and thanks to you for watching.